In this video, we're going to go through every single Premier League club's player of the season from 5 years ago and see where they are now. This is a series that was made by HITC, so go subscribe to both of their channels. Make sure you subscribe to me as well, because I will be doing loads more of these videos, and leave some suggestions for these type of videos, because I'm going to be doing more in the future. But now, in alphabetical order, we're going to go through every current Premier League club and see where their player of the season from 5 years ago is now. Alexis Sanchez, Inter Milan. Moving on to our first player, we have Alexis Sanchez. He got 25 goals and 12 assists in the 2014-15 season. He stayed at Arsenal for a few more years, but in 2018 he signed for Manchester United. Didn't really do well there, so this season he joined Inter Milan. And at Inter Milan he has only got 1 goal and 3 assists in 14 appearances, so it's not been that great for Sanchez ever since he left Arsenal. But there is a positive with this, that he doesn't have to finish in mid-table anymore with Arsenal. Harry Arter, Fulham. Sorry about the blurry image, but I couldn't actually find a picture of Harry Arter in 2014-15, so I had to go for that one. But Harry Arter was Bournemouth's player of the season in 2014-15. He got 9 goals and 4 assists as Bournemouth won the championship by 1 point over Watford and got promoted to the Premier League for the first ever time in their history. Last season, Harry Arter joined Cardiff on loan and now finds himself at Fulham for this season, where he's played 21 games and only got 1 goal and 1 assist. So this season in the championship, he's not doing as well as he did 5 years ago. Fabian Delph, Everton. Now, I don't exactly know whether he won the player of the season. I looked on Wikipedia and it did say that he won the supporters player of the season, so that's why I'm judging it off. But in 2014-15 he played 32 games and got 2 goals and 5 assists for Aston Villa. Since then he has moved to Manchester City and won 2 Premier Leagues before this season joining Everton, where he has cemented a spot in the midfield after Andre Gomez's horrific injury. Inigo Calderon, free agent. The first player without a club on this list, Inigo Calderon, was Brighton's player of the year in 2014-15. He made 35 appearances, scoring 4 goals from right back. Since then he left for the Cypriot First Division in 2016 and then the Indian Super League in 2016. And since last season he has been without a club. I don't know if he's retired or not, but I couldn't find any information to say that he has. George Boyd, Peterborough. In 2014-15, George Boyd got 5 goals and 2 assists in 36 games in the Premier League. Doesn't really sound good, so Burnley must have had a shocker that year, but since then he stayed at Burnley until 2018, where he moved to Sheffield Wednesday, and now he finds himself at Peterborough, where he's not got a goal in 23 appearances and has only got 4 assists. So I don't know how he won Player of the Year, but according to Burnley YouTube he did, so we'll go with that. Eden Hazard, Real Madrid. In 2014-15, Eden Hazard got 14 goals and 10 assists in 38 games as Chelsea won the Premier League, and also Hazard won the PFA Player of the Year. Now he's stuck at Real Madrid, where he was predicted to battle as the new Ronaldo against Messi, but instead he's battling against Ousmane Dembele for the most appearances in the hospital. Scott Dann, Crystal Palace. First player that's still at his club on this list, Scott Dann in the 2014-15 season scored 4 goals and got 3 assists in all competitions from centre back. Now he's just stuck on the bench at Crystal Palace doing absolutely nothing. Phil Jagielka, Sheffield United. Phil Jagielka got 4 goals in the 2014-15 season. He stayed at Everton until the end of last season, where he joined Sheffield United. He's been on the bench the entire season, pretty much only making 8 appearances. The only positive he's getting out of it, he's probably going to play European football next season. Esteban Cambiasso, retired. Cambiasso, in his first season at Leicester, won the Leicester Player of the Season. He only spent 1 season there, but in his first season he got 5 goals and 1 assist in 31 appearances in the Premier League. He left the year before Leicester won the league, unfortunately for him. for Olympiacos and then retired in 2017. And since then, I don't know what he's doing now, but he might be a manager somewhere in Argentina or something, I'm not too sure. Steven Gerrard, Rangers manager. One of the best players on this list, the ex-Liverpool captain got 9 goals and 1 assist in 29 appearances in his final season at Anfield. Since then, he joined the MLS and then retired in 2017 and now manages Rangers in the Scottish League and is currently in the round of 16 in the Europa League. So he's doing pretty well in his managerial career at the moment for Rangers. Sergio Aguero, Manchester City. The 2014-15 Premier League top scorer, Sergio Aguero got 26 Premier League goals and 6 Champions League goals in 42 appearances for the Blues. Since then, he has stayed at Man City, scoring loads of goals every single season and has become one of the best ever Premier League strikers. David De Gea, Manchester United. In the 2014-15 season, David De Gea kept 14 clean sheets in 43 games for Manchester United. Since then, he has stayed at Manchester United and is currently on course to beat that clean sheet record he got in 2014-15 this season. Maybe he's not. Daryl Janmaat, Watford. In 2014-15, the Dutch right-back scored 1 goal and got 6 assists for Newcastle. He stayed at Newcastle until the 2016-17 season where he joined Watford and he's been there ever since. Bradley Johnson, Blackburn. In 2014-15, Bradley Johnson scored 15 goals and got 2 assists in 41 appearances that season in the Championship. Now he currently is still in the Championship but playing for Blackburn Rovers where he's got 3 goals and 2 assists. Jamie Murphy, Burton Albion. 5 years ago, Jamie Murphy got 11 goals and 8 assists in League One for Sheffield United. Now he finds himself still in League One but for Burton Albion where he's got 7 goals in 10 appearances. Jose Font, Lille. 5 years ago, Jose Font found himself in a Southampton team which was 2 points off the top 6 in the league. Now his current team this season have played in the Champions League for about 4 minutes, but they are only 1 point off a Champions League place until the league got suspended. Harry Kane, Tottenham. In the 2014-15 season, Harry Kane scored 31 goals in 51 appearances in all competitions. 5 years later, he's managed to win 2 Premier League Golden Boots. He got the Golden Boot as well in the 2018 World Cup, but still hasn't got any trophies with Tottenham. Troy Deeney, Watford. The Watford captain managed to get 21 goals in 42 appearances in the Championship 5 years ago. 5 years later, he's still at Watford and is the only captain to beat Liverpool in the Premier League this season. Aaron Cresswell, West Ham. 5 years ago, Aaron Cresswell played every Premier League game and got 2 goals and 4 assists from left back for West Ham. 5 years later, he's still at West Ham and has bagged 3 goals in 23 appearances for West Ham this season. Richard Stearman, Huddersfield. The final player on this list, the 32-year-old made 42 appearances for Wolves in the Championship 5 years ago from centre-back. 5 years later, he found himself on the bench at Sheffield United, only scoring 1 goal in the EFL Cup against Blackburn. Now he finds himself at Huddersfield, where he has made 10 appearances for the Terriers since joining in January. Now that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some suggestions for these type of videos in the comment section below. I'll probably do some of these videos in the future, so leave some suggestions down below. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to the channel for more football content, and I'll see you guys for another video very soon. Goodbye.